So I have another video that I would like to talk about today, and that's on how to tell if people are really black. And I'm saying that because I have 3 points to try to back me up. One being this overshadow that technology puts on people with the camera, where maybe 4 points, where it changes the light reflected onto you so you don't see your skin in the camera for what it really is. And that goes along with your hairline, with your pimples, and with your skin tone. So you could be changing areas that the camera is deciding for you to change. So that's something to consider as a black person who is losing their skin tone, losing their hair lines, getting pimples all over their face. It depends on the technology you're using. The second point is there's all of these videos on YouTube where people are getting these shots, these melatonin shots to change their skin tones and calling it tanning, but it's extreme and people are really becoming dark and looking like black women. It's like, how do you tell if somebody's truly a black woman? The other day, I think yesterday, I went to the golf course, just walking by, and I saw these black men. What inside of me clicked, but I was like, these motherfuckers are not black men. Like, they are not black men. I don't even know how else to say that. They're not black men. And I don't even know how to continue this video. Maybe back it up and get into why are people changing their skin color. Like, why are people wanting to be black women? And it's a lot of women. There's a lot of men. I guess those are robots, and those go into politics and they being a black person is scary, because like at one moment you're being killed for being black, you're being scrutinized, you're being thrown into poverty, and another people are trying to be black. And I remember a couple years ago there was this white woman who she got braids, she passed herself along as a black woman in like administration in school, and I think that was like to get black students to trust her so that they would be able to feed dreadful information and we would believe them because it came from somebody who looked like us, so we can now trust them. And that's so scary to think of, like what out there becomes real. And like I'm in school right now and I'm studying African art history, and in that class it's making me realize that in Egypt, although Egyptians, people say they were black, I don't believe that black people designed those dynasties. I believe at that time it was already taken over by white people, and all of our information, books, as we all know, were stolen. But not only that, I think people went as far as to write fake stories, fake teaching, fake lessons, and pass them along so we would believe them, and they continue to enslave us like that. And I think somebody mentioned to me that's when they started to change the skin tone. They started with the overshadow, and they started maybe not with the injections, but I think a part of it is like pulling energy, because there is I think something says all babies are born kind of light, because you're inside your womb, you're not getting certain light, you're inside of your mother's womb, but still a black baby comes out with melanin already to be produced. And once those melanin cells are tapped by natural sources, natural light, natural foods, they start to evolve off into your body, into your being, and you fully develop in the person that you're supposed to be. So I think our early part of that is like pulling energy of melanin from one and casting it on another, and then you get these layers of like a white man becoming a black man because he just has he just has that consciousness to pull that energy. The other day, the reason I thought of that is because the other day my tire popped and I was on the highway waiting for the cops. And when I called the cops, you know, I didn't sound like a black woman. I didn't claim to be a white woman, but I was just indifferent. Before the cops came, it dawned on me. I'm like, you know what? Like, I wanted the cops to give me money to tow my tires because I didn't have money to tow my car. And it dawned on me, and I'm like, if these cops come and I look like I'm a white woman, like if I held the consciousness of a white woman, the light reflected onto me would be that of a white woman, and they may help me out. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy to even have that thought. It was the next day that I went to the golf course and I saw all these men, all these black men, and I just knew they weren't black men. I saw like they were all growing gray hair and wear patches. I don't even think we really get ashy. Like, I don't think black people get ashy. I think black people who get ashy are robots. Y'all could come at me for that, but I think y'all are robots. I think y'all got tapped out of Africa consciously. Your body never left to Africa, but you're here casted as a black person over the being, the physical body of a white man. And so now your physical body is back in Africa without your spirit, without your energy, taking care of it, but now you're taking care of this white man. So your black soul is casted onto a white man who you're protected and who you're taking care of. And if you look at them, you can really see that that's not a black person, that's a white ass person. Let that trail off right there. Another thing that I feel could be that is used against black people to take our melanin away is like closing our mouths. Since I started doing music, sometimes I'm flowing and the words that I want to say, or the words that my soul and my spirit are saying, they get obstructed. I don't know by what webs are casted around me that I'm not able to really speak, but then it's like this white mouth is coming on to me. And I believe, like, there's some videos on YouTube that talk about the art industry and white mouthing, where it's like they take away your freedom of speech, and there's no way to take away, but there is, because there's tunnels and technology. I'm telling y'all, technology play a big role. Like, technology is very important to help us get along, and get ahead of life, get things done, but it's really detrimental to our health. Like, technology is blinding our eyes with the camera. They're pulling at the and all of us that don't know how to tap into our third eye, I'm a part of this us too, because it still affected me. I'm not this elevated being who knows everything and knows how to get above it, you know what I mean? But yeah, a lot of people are losing their eyesight because of technology. They're using these cameras to take selfies. The ladies are using the cameras to be up close to look at their lashes, and it's like these cameras are scanning your eyeball, and if they really don't fuck with black people like that, they're changing. I don't even know what they're changing in your eyeball, but technology, if you think of energy, there's negative space between where your eyeball is and where the camera is. So that space is where friction is created. So your eye is here pushing energy, and that's what it normally does. It's pumping blood to keep you alive through your cells that's around your eye. If you look at your eye in the mirror, you'll see your vessels right there pushing blood, and there's always a flow. So that's going on, and technology replicates something like that. There is, I think I will call it RNA inside of technology, and that's always pushing and pulling to get information, to serve us, to promote our channels, our videos. How do you think we get the algorithm and we blow up? But in that negative space, the friction that's created between the camera and your eyeball, if it's pulling and you have no idea, it's pulling your fucking eyeball out of your head. Now you got these bug-eyed beings, you got cast-eyed people. Ooh. How to tell if a person is really black? Oh no, for myself, I question it too because it's like I have a white dad, I have a black mom, I have a Mexican brother, and my name is Randall, so there's some Chinese in it. You know what? This is kind of gonna be offensive. Never mind, I'm not gonna be offensive. Scratch all of that. I don't know, y'all. Being black is becoming scary. And for all of my black brothers and sisters, myself included, we just have to tap out of this reality and back into Africa. Our souls were not lost. They've dragged us. They've dragged us out of our body, our spirits out of our body with our own dancing on our own land, with our own clothes. They're wearing our clothes and dragging us out of our body. Just like that black woman that got all that melanin shot. Now she wears African garter. She wears African clothing. Starbucks got maps of Africa all around it. You see black people, homeless black people sitting outside of Starbucks every day, and you know that's where their soul is enslaved, and it's like, fuck. But I still go there because my spirit's enslaved there too. We gotta get this ain't the life we're living. This isn't it. Black women, and that's where this goes on. It's white women doing this. It's white women that's frustrating as fuck. So black women, we gotta get off of whatever ship they got us on, riding for whoever we riding on, whatever that be, a man, a child, a country, a business, whatever the fuck it is. We gotta get off and we gotta ride for our damn selves. Like, we need to get back into contact with who we are. Like, how have we allowed the land, the only thing that we have, to be taken over? And it's not just us, but it's us. Because of us, the native land has been taken over. If Africa was never conquered, none of this bullshit would be going on. So it's really the black woman that needs to step into our divine power and do not let some fucking white woman get some melanin shot and know what this shit is all about. And then we're what? We're light skinned because we can't go white. We're just all light skinned looking at each other like, bitch, I don't want to be here with your ass. I'm light skinned now. I want to be here with my ass because, like, what? 1,300 years later, and this shit is barely coming to light. Like, but it was never, that's just when Christianity went to Africa. It was before that. It was when it was the Romans, but it was before the Romans. It was way back when. I don't even know when. 1400 C. And these timelines got us all looped around thinking about things that don't matter. What does matter is, fuck what went wrong. Fuck how it went wrong. What matters is, we're African people. We're black people. We are watching this shit happen. We're watching poison go to the homeland. We're watching African people take injections. I'm watching white men teach black kids how to line up and take money for their ability to be out of a line, to be free, to go express themselves. It's a problem. I'm watching so many problems. I'm watching motherfuckers try to plant energy and then clip it. And I'm gonna just let that one sink in. I'm watching myself eat poisonous foods every day because I live in South Central and there's nothing else to eat. That's affecting me. that's it. These are just things we need to talk about. And our scholarly degrees are not fucking helping us. They're not helping us. We're robots. We go to college, we're robots. Black excellence, robots. Suicide motherfuckers, robots. Fried chicken eating ass motherfuckers, robots. I hope y'all don't. I hope even the robots don't still drink Kool-Aid and grape soda. Robots. That's how they started that. These propaganda thoughts. They created robots, fed them these things, and then put a stereotype on all black people. Then they placed us in an environment where they placed only their stereotype. So yes, we became the stereotype, but we allowed the days to take over our minds, to give us technology to stop us. We allowed they to place us in an environment. I don't know, it's all just frustrating because, listen, yeah, that shit's fucking annoying. We've allowed them. There's no us and them when we're the one allowing. We're not pulling anymore. We're not pulling our energies to us. We're no longer connected. When they said it, skinfolk and kinfolk, I thought they was wrong, but turns out they was right. There's some really robotic motherfuckers. There's a spirit in this room with me. It's kind of deep too.